Ohio Senator J.D. Vance made a campaign appearance on Wednesday just hours after his one and only face-off with Democrat VP candidate Tim Walz.
We of course had a debate last night, a vice presidential debate. I thought it went pretty well.
Vance went on to say he spoke to his running mate Donald Trump afterward about some of the points each candidate made, and then the former president said this.
He made this observation. He said that Tim Walz said that he was friends with school shooters twice. And that's something I actually didn't notice, that Tim Walz had said that on the debate stage. And I said, did he really say that, sir? And he said, I'm telling you, man, go and watch the clips. He said he was friends with school shooters twice. And I said that was probably only the third or fourth dumbest comment Tim Walz made that night then. Because look, I got to be honest, I feel a little bad for Governor Walz. And the reason I feel bad for him is because he has to defend the indefensible, and that is the record of Kamala Harris.
Referring to high prices for food, housing, and things like gasoline, one of the speakers who appeared with Vance, Michigan Congressman John James, said,
"If you're ready to win this election, it is up to us. It's up to us alone. You can't be a patriot from your couch."
Election day is now just 32 days away. Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Governor Tim Walz held a rally in York, Pennsylvania Wednesday and tried to laugh off his shaky debate appearance the night before.
So I know it was a beautiful Tuesday night. Anybody watch the debate last night? Look, not bad for a football coach.
The governor of Minnesota went on to say now he and J.D. Vance had a civil but spirited debate. Then he went on the attack.
And I did not underestimate Senator Vance as a slick talker. He could. But I also called out there, you can't rewrite history.
No, Walz was not talking about the sky-high costs of the living and the many challenges Americans have faced during the Biden-Harris administration.
And trying to mislead us about Donald Trump's record, that's gaslighting.
Walz went on to mention the economy and housing, which most Americans acknowledge were much better during the Trump administration. The Democrat then mentioned what he referred to as reproductive freedom, which is the killing of the unborn, and the former president has made clear is no longer a federal issue, but rather one decided by the people of each individual state. Mike?
Let's listen to Vice President Kamala Harris and then DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas on the government's response to the multi-state devastation from Hurricane Helene. Here it is.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
All right, Ed, let's just do the numbers. Let's do the facts. We're spending $1 billion+ to host illegal aliens, hundreds of billions to Ukraine. So do we really not have the money to assist Americans in need, or have we just moved them down the list?
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange story. And by the way, I just want to commend KCM and what you're doing on the relief effort. I actually donated to your relief effort just a couple days ago. This is an example of how you solve problems. Grassroots organizations like your ministries and others who are helping people actually on the ground. And by the way, Governor Ron DeSantis pledged the Florida funds that they had, which were unnecessary for them. They were fine up to North Carolina as well. And I think that's an example actually of how we do this. I think FEMA is irrelevant. Frankly, I don't think that the federal government should be involved. I think local authorities, states getting together and local organizations helping this. And I do think it's strange that we're giving so much money overseas that we don't actually have money for our folks right here. And I do agree with you on that point.
Which goes to what you said about Georgia.